Yo, 2020 sucks. But we here. We surviving. Cause you didn't hear the news. MF Doom passed away. This is not technically news because the word just got out today. And he had passed away on Halloween. So 2 months had gone by. And that's wild. To not have known that we lost one of the greats, the all-time greats, influential MC, rest in power, my man. Like, I it's weird because I know I know. Hold on, let me put on some MF Doom instrumentals. I'm probably gonna get a DMCA for this on YouTube, but I guess what? I don't care. I'll just take it down. That's fine. I get like 1 view per stream anyway. It's all good. But let's turn this down a little bit. Um, it's weird when we lose like celebrities, right? Because I think idol worship is something you got to be careful with because it could be a slippery slope, you know? Like, I don't know these people. I never met MF Doom. I never met any of these people that have passed away that we have this attachment to, right? But we have an attachment to them. We appreciate their art. We love their contributions. They meant something to us. So I think if you are at all an empath, like me, and like a lot of other people I know, like a lot of people you know, if not you yourself watching this right now, you know that even though you didn't know the person, there are other people who knew that person, who loved that person, who were influenced by that person, who influenced that person, who left impact on other people's lives. And like, you feel that. That's love. And that love is gone now. And I think about death a lot. I think about death more than I think about anything else. And I think of that in such a way of, it's not that, oh, death is just this depressing thing, right? I think thinking about death helps me understand my own mortality and respect it and love it so much more and feel that urgency to live, which, you know, is deep for me because it's like, yo, I do have battles with depression and I have since I was a little kid. And you don't really understand what your existence is. So when you come up in a spot and you with your homies and y'all doing things together, y'all making something like this right here, right? This whole thing with a side quest enthusiast is me trying to build a community to make impact, to show people what really matters and the things that we do love and the art that we appreciate, the artists that we revere. What are we looking for from them? You know what I mean? And let me tell you, back in like the early to mid aughts, when I was really into MF Doom for the first time, he influenced me to be once upon a time a musician. You know, back when Kyle used to be a rapper, believe it or not, the one time I wanted to do that, the one time I put a whole EP together that I never put out, it was heavily influenced by MF Doom. MF Doom and Phife Dawg. Two greats that we lost. It's wild. So shout outs to MF Doom. Shout outs to his family, man. Because I also know that Doom lost his brother. And a lot of his music, a lot of MF Doom's music is influenced and impacted by that loss. And you can hear it. When I found that out and I started listening to his music again, like the music, you hear it. And I don't know what that is. There's probably a German word for it on some Tumblr post somewhere that explains what that is. But that's what you sense that there's this pain. I think there's some other artists too that have just like endured really great losses in their life, whether it be a partner, whether it be a parent, brother, sister, sibling, cousin, someone who was really close to them, and they're gone. It changes their art. It happened to me. You know, when I lost my pops, it changed me, man. When I lost my grandma, it changed me. I cannot fathom. There's some other people who I don't even want to think about if I were to lose them, how that would change me. Because I think about it, though. That's the thing. I think about it in my private moments, whatever, because again, I think about death all the time. And that's why I tell people just like, yo, do what you want to do. Fuck capitalism. Fuck these gatekeepers. Fuck all that shit, man. That don't make no sense at all for you to be held back because somebody else is telling you not to do something. Because if you don't do it, you may end up leaving this earth not impacting other people's lives and making a difference. You may not realize what kind of a difference you are making to people. But MF Doom's music impacted me. He's probably my favorite rapper of all time, for real. As a lyricist, as a poet, he is remarkable. His wordplay, his storytelling, the way that he composes a narrative, the way that he uses metaphors and analogies, very few people ever stood up to him. Period. New school, old school, doesn't matter. He was low-key middle school. You know what I mean? I don't know if that's such a thing, but old school, new school, like right there in the middle, like post golden age of hip hop compared to like right now, which is like, and I'm not some old head that's hating on what's new out right now, because honestly, I listen to a lot of new stuff. I do. But, I did not know that was today. That just happened. That's early. Wow. Okay, so shout out to my cousin, who's also a rapper, hip hop artist, A-Raw. New member of the fam came into the world today. I didn't even hear about this. Did this just happen? Because I really haven't been on Instagram today. I haven't been on social media today till just now, because I was busy doing some other stuff and I kind of lost track of time. But whoa, see, we lose one, we gain one. That's the cycle of life. And I know that's cheesy as hell, but this is what happens. This is what happened when, like, man, wow. This happens every holiday season, right? This happens every holiday season. Let me check my camera here. Get a little bit lower. But yeah, this happens every season. Within the last few hours. Wow, that's crazy. That's wild. I don't know what more to say on this. She's been laboring for a few days. I didn't know that either. I thought the kid wasn't due until next week. I guess they just, kind of decide on their own. Like, hey, I'm ready. I'm baked. Let's go. Drizzle some honey on it. I'm ready to be served. The cinnamon bun is in the world. That's a beautiful thing. Birth is a beautiful thing. Death is a beautiful thing. Because even though, again, I didn't know Doom, I'm only like maybe 3 degrees separated from homie, but still, I didn't know him. So, but I'm still hit by that. Because also, I texted a few of the homies too. It was like, yo, did you hear? One of them didn't. And that was the one that we really bonded on his music, back in like 04, 05 when we were in college up in New York. That was a big deal. Rest in peace. Shout outs, Marcus. How you doing? You streaming later? I totally forgot, Marcus, that yesterday was Wednesday. We were supposed to have our sports chat. Like, I totally forgot. And I have a lot of things to say about them Sixers and them Eagles. But that's for another stream. This isn't a sports stream. We're not going to really talk about sports here on Side Quest Enthusiasts. But I've been losing track of time because also a friend of mine called like 2 o'clock today, or maybe 1 o'clock. I don't know what time. Again, don't know what time it is. And it's like, Happy New Year's. And I'm like, oh, crap, right. It's New Year's Eve. I totally forgot. Did the same thing with the same person last week. It's Christmas Eve. Oh, snap. I totally forgot. You on later? Word. I'm probably not going to jump in after this because honestly, my streaming chops, my conditioning is like James Harden out here. No. Actually, Marcus, see, you gonna get me to talk about sports here on my stream. Did you see the Bleacher Report's interview with T.O.? Because he said some stuff about Donovan McNabb that just like had me rolling. But yeah, it's New Year's Eve, and we lost another great man. We lost Doom. We lost Chadwick. We lost Kobe. Man, what a year! All our kings are falling. And that right there, that's on another level too. Because again, beef never dies. With them two, man, the beef never dies. They might as well just put the beef in the Campbell soup. You know what I'm saying? But no, man. What was I saying? Yeah, all our kings are falling. You know, so it's just like, who do we look up to? And I know we and I think, all right, I'm about to get real existential real quick, because it's just going to end up being an IRL stream for real. I don't even feel like playing any games. Like, I was kind of on the fence. I'm going to play a little bit of Zelda. I'm going to dive in, but my conditioning, the stream, I'm tired. So I want to rest up for the weekend, because I want to do some big streams this weekend. I want to do some big streams on Saturday. A big stream on Saturday. I definitely want to do a big stream maybe on Sunday too. But man, every time I remember when I got news that Kobe died. The same thing happened to me today, because I was listening to MF Doom today and I was thinking about him. Because I'm like, yo, it's been a minute, right? I'll get to playing. Patience, Grasshopper. What time you streaming? The night before Kobe died. The night before Kobe died, I was up late with insomnia, which was a thing that was just kind of happening that time of year. 8 p.m. word. That's probably about when I'm going to wrap up, so I'll definitely hop in your chat. The night before Kobe died, I was watching a whole bunch of like old school Kobe highlights and interviews. It was just in me. For some reason, it wasn't really something, and that's not really something that I did a lot of. Like, I watch a lot of, when I'm in insomnia mode, I watch old episodes of X-Play and Attack of the Show from G4 back in the day, and I watch old school basketball highlights from somewhere between the 80s, 90s, and 2000s. That's my thing. So on that day before, it was all Kobe. I don't know why. And I've always been a fan of Kobe, even though when he would kill the Sixers. And there was envy. I wrote a whole essay about this. And that was envy, because it was like, man, he could have been a Sixer. The same draft year that we got AI. You know what I mean? So it's like, and he was a Philly kid. And like one of all-time greats, right? Did it better than most. And I revered him because I always respected that attitude. And I think there's something about just seeing that black excellence on a big scale and being revered by so many people, and you see it, you're exposed to it, it's visible. That's so important, because we need to really recognize the fact that we have not had visibility like this ever. Even though pop culture itself is still a very new thing, the fact that we have only had about maybe 60 years of true freedom, quote unquote, and then we gonna sit up here and talk about how like we don't have any structure or people to look up to, anyone, like that stuff's hard. So when you do have somebody to look up to model yourself after, because you do want to excel on a level that, you know, it's just unforeseen, literally. When you lose someone that you look up to in that regard, whether it be somebody that you know or whether it be somebody that you know from afar as a fan, it hurts. And I hate it when people start talking about like, oh, well, you didn't know him, or we got to stop honoring or worshiping, idolizing celebrities. Like, it's not about that. I'm not idolizing MF Doom. I'm not idolizing Kobe or Chadwick Boseman or any of them. I'm not idolizing any of these people, because at the same time, when the news comes on and I hear that another brother or sister, or another sibling has lost their lives, especially when they are killed, like, I feel that. It's never easy. It's never easy. It never gets easier. All day, every day, I think about this stuff. I think about death all the time as a means to keep me alive and to keep me going, to keep me thriving, and make sure that that everybody else is good, that everybody else is living. I'm a giver. You know what I mean? So I want to make sure that I give myself to people and give my spirit to people in such a way that they can see what it is that we trying to do out here. you know, especially us black and brown folk. So this one's big. You know what I mean? Um, I don't know what else to say about it. But it's weird how this thing keeps happening where when someone like that is about to pass away, you feel it. In such a way that's like, well, it was already felt because it already happened. But the announcement was coming. The energy was coming out. So it's that to me is a very spiritual thing to experience. And I don't mean spiritual as in like, religious or anything like that. Not that there's anything wrong with that kind of spirituality, but I think the way that I experience the world, the way that I see things pan out, the way that I see how all of us are connected in some way, shape, or form, no matter what your color is. Everything we do impacts other people. Every single thing we do. All this music he put out, it moved a lot of people. It moved me. It moved me to create. And here we are. I'm creating, and I get to put his music on my platform. Small platform. I'm not going to reach a lot of people today, especially because it's New Year's Eve. But hey, look, like, you never know. You never know. So, shout outs to to MF Doom, RIP. We're going to get into some Zelda, some Legend of Zelda, Hyrule Warriors, better, Age of Calamity, developed by Koei Tecmo Games. This came out last month. It's a very Dynasty Warriors game, and I'm loving it. I've only put in a few hours. Put in a few hours on Christmas. Played it maybe once or twice after that, but haven't dived back into it yet because I'm playing so many games on stream. Been such a hardcore gamer. But yeah, and it will continue to move a lot of people, and that's what it's all about. Jesse, that's exactly right. And that's another thing that I think about when I think about death and dying is that what we're doing now, we get to leave behind, and hopefully that will breathe life into other people. Because even when we die, we're not really gone. We don't have that consciousness. We can't move the things that we want to. And I think that's so vital to me. And that's why I love video games, because so many of the key relationships that I have in my life are predicated off of video games, of gaming, period. Not just video games, but just games, board games, playing games outside when we were kids. Those days where we played hide and seek at my grandma's house, impactful. It's my favorite game of all time. Like real rap, because of that, and to have that camaraderie with people, with your relatives, with your siblings. That is not something I take for granted, because people die every day. Could have been me, and I never get to experience that. I never get to share or contribute anything to this world. That sucks. And I hope that for everybody. I hope that everyone gets the chance to contribute something that is positive, that is enlightening, that is comforting, that is inspiring. I wish that for Christmas and all the holidays for everybody. Yes, the Gatorade bottle. Good times, good times. All right, so we're going to hop into this thing. I can't believe I've already been talking for about 25 plus minutes. I don't know how I'm capable of talking this much. I'm a quiet dude. No. I'm learning I'm not. I got a lot to say. I just don't really get to say it. So that's another thing. This whole 7 days of streaming has been a fantastic outlet. I cannot wait to really start streaming. And just building a community and getting to talk with people and make friends. Yep. Shout out Sollypop. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, like, just need that outlet, man. Do what you love while you're here. Do what you love. Love the people you love. Tell them I love you. I make sure I tell people I love you every day. Make it awkward too, right? Like, not too awkward. Not Michael Scott awkward. Just make it awkward. And that just like mushy gushy, I love you, I'm glad you exist in my life kind of way. Not like Michael Scott. Which today's the last day for The Office on Netflix, and that's what I'm going to be doing after the stream. So shout outs to The Office. Shout outs to Michael Schur, because that's a big contribution. You know how much comfort The Office has given me over the years, man. That's probably one of my top 5 shows. I don't know if it's top 3. It's not my number 1 now. Shout out to Steven Universe and Sailor Moon, which you can see in the back. I want to see my skateboard again. Can we see my skateboard again? That shit is fresh. So yeah, we're gonna jump into some games real quick. I'm gonna switch over to our gameplay screen. Yeah. Let's save Hyrule, or try to. It's funny if you haven't played Breath of the Wild. If you have played Breath of the Wild, you know how the story ends. So that's morbid. Yay, let's play a game about death. Oh man. I'm also drinking some coffee because let me tell you, when you get to my age, it's harder to stay up late when you want to. When I'm up at 2, 3 in the morning, I'm not trying to be up at 2, 3 in the morning. I'm trying to get up at 5 or 6 so I can get stuff done early. But no, my body's like, hey, remember that guacamole you ate at 12 o'clock at night that you didn't have to because you weren't even really that hungry? Got you. So I took a cat nap, and it kind of helped, but I need that second cup of Joe, that afternoon climb. This is a Celeste mug. Shout out to Celeste, one of my favorite games on PlayStation 4, or from this generation, this past generation, technically. So yeah, we're going to get it popping with some Zelda. I do not remember where I was or what I was doing. So, I'm just making some adjustments on my setup here. Pardon me. I feel like it's weird the way that I have my camera angled too. You know what I mean? Figuring this whole stream thing out. But you know what we do. This game, Jesse, feels like it's definitely Dynasty Warriors. But I mean that in the way that it's Dynasty Warriors, but it's also Zelda, but not with the Zelda skin. It's infused. I would say that it's a Dynasty Warriors game with a great Zelda narrative. I'm really enjoying the cutscenes. I'm really enjoying the story that's being told in this so far. I'm really enjoying being able to use other characters besides Link. You can use Impa, you can use Zelda, you can use the other Guardians, Mipha, Urbosa, Daruk. I just got Daruk. And there's a whole bunch of other characters that I haven't unlocked yet. So I have no idea, but I know there's more. So, and I think there's also a lot of things in this game that just makes the quality of life really good too. I don't know. I'm really enjoying it. I don't know that everyone needs to play it. It is a $60 game, but I'm you know me, I'm biased. Anytime a Zelda game comes out, I'm buying it day one, which is what I did here, even though I didn't start until Christmas, because I just felt like Zelda at Christmas time is just a thing for me. So let's get into some fights here. Let's get into something story wise. That's just a little too much for me. Actually, let's pull out the map here. Alright, so I think that's just for Link. I need some story here. Is that really like the next story thing? I'm so low level. Alright, so let's do some training real quick. Did I do this already? I didn't do that already. Let's do this. The story does not quite yet. Okay, that's a loaded question because I think the story to me in Breath of the Wild was very much the story that you make it to be. I think you got to get into some conversations around environmental storytelling when it comes to Breath of the Wild, which made it appeal to me, and also that gets really meta because I think a lot of the narrative was based around just how other people were playing the game. I don't think Breath of the Wild has this robust story, and I don't think that this series is ready for that, but I do know that there have been a lot of conversations around changing that, and I think Zelda is primed for more, but not too much, because I know what I really love about this series is that the story is told in its own way. I don't want some sprawling narrative in the Zelda games, because I think it does a really good job of telling story outside of actual dialogue and action and all that other stuff. There's so much else going on with your interaction with other characters, which is why I love Majora's Mask so much, which is what Side Quest Enthusiast is named after. My favorite Zelda game is my favorite Zelda game is a game that's just all side quests, and you get more of a story the more you throw yourself into it. So I imagine that's going to be the case here, and that's definitely the case for Breath of the Wild, which the more and more I think about it, the more and more I realize it's probably my second favorite Zelda game of all time. I think I might have to bump it over Link's Awakening, which also is predicated off of you playing the side quests. Breath of the Wild is not so much that, but I think there is so much else to do. So let's get in. I don't know that there. So the Lionel that I faced was like in a story element, but yeah, I don't know that I can reproduce that right now for you. Right. Like every mask had its own story, and that was so dope because those stories were great. You really felt that. I named a whole character in a novel, characters actually, about characters that were in that game. So I feel that. I totally feel that. And this game, so far, I'm predicting will be a solid 7.5 for me. It's not going to be one of my favorites, for sure, but who knows? Alright, so basically this is just one of those trials where I'm pretty much limited to just like one weapon or move, and I gotta defeat a whole bunch of enemies, and then it gets leveled up. And it's also cool too because like this isn't the most entertaining portrayal of it, because I can't really do that much, but anyway. There we go. More anywhere? There's like no one up here, so I'm wasting my time. Did I just come from here? No, I did not. Whoa, there's a whole bunch here. Okay. Oh wait, I have a special that I didn't use yet. Ah, here we go. And I think what's also cool about this game too is that even though it looks like I'm just kind of button mashing, when it gets to more like fighting these characters, there's a lot of strategy involved with it. You gotta know what their weaknesses are. You gotta be able to like respond to what those weaknesses are in a pinch. Different characters have different fighting styles, which may be better or worse for whatever battle you're kind of caught up in. So we got him. So now he's gonna lose more shields, and the more shield that this moblin loses, I can unleash a special attack, like so. And there's something really satisfying about those special attacks. So, victory for me. So that's a pretty short one. The way it kind of works though is that there are some battles that will go on for about half an hour. So it can get pretty wild out here. These are some really weird items to get. But it's wild because they're actually pretty powerful. Yeah, so like this wood mop has just to mop to the untrained eye, it excels at tidying up the place, but it owes its sturdy construction to a true craftsman, so it actually has some combat merit. So I can whoop some bokoblin butt with a wood mop, and that's just hilarious to me. And I get to really experience Zelda in a way that feels like it's mine, because I think there is something a little bit limiting with Zelda sometimes, or at least with releases like Twilight Princess or Skyward Sword, where you kind of get pigeonholed into what Zelda is supposed to be, quote unquote, and it just didn't feel as free. Skyward Sword was supposed to be this big free world, or just give you that sort of experience, but it really didn't. It was very narrow and linear. They tried that with Wind Waker as well. So when you really think about the history of Zelda, it was gearing up to Breath of the Wild in the long run, because Wind Waker was trying to be open world. Twilight Princess was trying to be more like Ocarina of Time, and they was like, maybe let's try to merge both of the best of both of those worlds with Wind Waker and Twilight Princess. Skyward Sword came out. It was really predicated off of just this gimmick, you know, and while that was all well and good, it wasn't enough. So then we get this big, massive world that does base itself a lot off of the original Legend of Zelda, which was so groundbreaking, and Breath of the Wild was so groundbreaking and is so influential as a game for game developers. So this isn't going to do that. Don't go into this game thinking that it's going to change. But I think with this, with Hyrule Warriors, and then also with Koei Tecmo's putting out the Persona 5 Scramble games, and that's going to be a lot of fun, because it's telling a story. It's canon. This game is canon. So I don't know what weapon I'm supposed to bring into this, because I was too busy talking. Can I use this? Actually, probably need the broadsword. Okay, cool. Figured it out. I'll play another character next. But I do want to get Link up to level 16 so then I can level everybody else up and we can play some story. I could talk about Zelda all day. But I still feel like I know nothing about it. Maybe this stream will help me get better at talking about Zelda. Nasty. Also with this game too, you can really crank up the difficulty, and this game can be really hard. I know I had a hard time. I started the game on hard, just like it was Ghost of Tsushima. No, I don't play games in baby-ass baby mode all the time, but I was just kind of discouraged by how hard it is. It'll probably be a little bit different when you get more hearts in this game, which I feel more comfortable in jumping into hard mode now, but oh boy. I was getting wrecked when I first got this game, when I played the demo, and I just wasn't ready. And also, I need to kill 400 of these, and I only have 3 minutes left, and I'm messing around with those fools, so bring it on. Cutting down trees. Strong attacks like that do take a heart, so you kind of have to be careful. But you can also heal as well. Give me serious Goku vibes there. Like, how all these people getting bodied by this one rising, blossoming knight? Like, Link's not even at his strongest yet. He doesn't have the Master Sword. I wonder if the Master Sword is even in this game, because I don't know that Link got the Master Sword during the, you know, while they were fighting Calamity Ganon. I mean, maybe he did. But I guess we don't know that. We didn't see that whole side of the story yet. So. Whoa, half the time. I still have a lot left. Get out of here. Alright, let's take these out. So I can't use my arrows here? Yes, I can. No, I can't. No, I can't. Where are all these enemies at? They feel so sparse right now. I'm gonna run out of time. All of you. Come on, all of you. Gather around. Shoot. I might not make this. Seriously, I might not make it. I don't know what Link is doing right now, though. I need to get around this. Come on. Oh, boy. Yep. I don't like the two-handed swords in this game. It makes you so slow. Link, no. Woo! That was close. Can I switch to Daruk? Oh, I'm fighting Daruk. Oh, hell no. Why are we fighting? I don't want to fight you. He is mad intimidating. I'm about to knock him out, though. Need to lock on. Oof. Let's take out the shields. That was a close one. That was a close one. Can I still fight them? No? Oh. No. Two-handed weapons. Ooh, I got a better bow. Oh my god, why can't I think of his name? Well, that's the thing. I can use Daruk. I have his sword. You know. This is just me using Link. Let's see if I can jump into a story so you can see me getting to use other characters. But I think this is the only story scene I have available right now. So also what's cool too, so Link's leveled up pretty high right now. I can go to a training center. Where is it? I'm also still getting used to where things are in this game. There's so much. There's so many outposts. There's so many things to do. There's so many side missions. But I don't know where things are. Let's just go to services. Here we go. Alright, so we're going to level up everyone. Maybe not everyone. Let's bring about a couple levels. My girl Zelda. I like using her. I haven't gotten used for that much yet. But Daruk is slow, but he is fierce. I love it. Aurelia's okay. Alright, everybody's at 13. That's good enough. Alright, let's do this. Who do we want to use? I'll use Impa. I'll throw in Daruk. Actually, I can't use Zelda. I'll use Impa. She's different out of the other two. Make sure he's got the best weapon equipped. Should use that broom. Alright, and I can do some cooking real quick. Let's make this damage super high. Oh shit. And there's also 2-player mode. With that, the 4 divine beasts were assembled with their pilots. Training began in earnest, and the plan to defeat Hyrule's enemies began to coalesce. Zelda continued her work calibrating the divine beasts and researching ancient relics. Much to her frustration, however, her sealing power remained dormant. Alright. Cutscene.
お褒めの言葉一つかけてくださらぬとは。いえ、お父様が苛立たれるのも当然です。
I just want to take this and show 6-year-old Kyle
今はやれ
what
る
the
ことを
future
やるし
held.
かありません。
Look
ミ
at
カ
this
とダルケルに明朝立つと伝えておいてください。
cinematography in a Zelda game.
真珠のところへ行かれるのですね。
Still can't get over
承
that.
知しました。あら。お父様がね、力に目覚めないのは修行が足りないからだって。
Nope, Zelda, you gotta work harder.
真珠のところへ行ったらまた叱られてしまうかしら。
You're going up against Ganon, girl. This guy.
リンク。
What?
真珠の調整はまだ完全とは言えません。振り手との相性をさらに高め、最大限の力を発揮できるようにしなくては。まだ未知の部分が多いですが。ダルケルさ
Should
ん、
do it this way.
お願いがあるの。今度鍛錬に付き合ってほしいんだ。いざって時のためにもっと強くならないとダメだと思って。
How is this the first time you've heard Zelda characters talk when you played Breath of the Wild?
肝心の大魔の剣を持つ騎士様がまだ見つかってねえよな。ほらやっぱリンクのやつが。
あなたたちは。
こたびこそ消えてもらうでござる。
No, there's voice acting in Breath of the Wild for sure. You can go back and watch the scenes. You probably only have it on Wii U though, so you have to set up your Wii U. But yes, they indeed do talk in Breath of the Wild. Link, open your eyes. Watch the trailer. Go on YouTube and watch the trailer. They all talk. I have watched many interviews with voice actors. Where are we? So we're going to find the other Blade Master, which I don't know really how to get there. Okay, let's go this way. That's the circle. We'll just win a circle. Again, Daruk, super powerful, mad slow. But I'll just follow Impo. I'll let them handle that. What? Where'd she go? Oh, did not see that. Silly me. Y'all don't want it. Back up. Another thing too is that you don't have to fight everybody. You can for the EXP, but or just the fun of it. Because again, one of the reasons why I love the Dynasty Warriors games is like it's so satisfying to just work everybody on this map. Because you do feel so powerful early on. Wow. That was quick. What do you want? Just gotta do the two. There's a chest there. Open this bad boy. Get out of here! The chest disappeared, or did I get it? I didn't even see. Let's go here. Let's change to her. I'll give you the orders to go here. Wait, I probably have to go north and around. Let me see this map. It's gonna force me to go north. Probably not. Let's just go this way, see what happens. No, that's probably closed. Let's see where they go. Drew was going this way. Let's follow him. Handle that fight, y'all. You're doing great. He needs health. Real bad. I did not mean to do that. I'll take it though. is this? Ooh! What is that? What was that? Can I go around? Oh, it's going to go around this way. Wait a minute. Wait. Am I going in here? Why is this map so confusing? Alright, here we go. Impa's here. Save the day. You're welcome, Rivali. So ungrateful. He is truly the Falco of this series. We gotta do something. Where we going? That's there. Alright, we're done here. Follow my lead. Back up. Oh boy. Let's take these all out now. None of that. Those wizards are annoying as in here as they are in Breath of the Wild. But a ton of experience though. Daruk. Watch it. Help. We're getting cornered. Take you out too? Ah. She's so good. All of you. All of you. From where?
Yosh.
Sure. So, of course. Let's get Daruk to go over here. I'll handle these two. Turn around. Take him out. It's too late. Got him. What? Still hit me. You're done. You're done. Alright. See who we got here. Alright. I'm going to send her off to here. To help Mifa. And I'm going to change characters. Ooh. Again. Silence you now. And that, and that, and that, and that. Phew. Let's open this. It's pretty much where the game kind of begins, actually, in this area. Ah, that should be dodge. There we go. Oh, got it again. Can we get it a third time? Nope. I'll take it though. Alright, we still got one more. Or is that it? That's it. Alright. Where is it? Where'd y'all come from? Capture the outpost. Alright. Actually, stick with Mifa. Or Impa. It's a long way for Dirk to go, but he should be alright. Actually, he should not be alright. He needs to heal. Oh, did not realize there were two of them. I just lost a lot of health trying to fight these dudes. Let's take this one out. Yep, that's a wrap. We gotta go. Got time for you. Whoa, Yiga clan, you in here thick. Whoa, heal now. This guy. Who's struggling? Nice. Alright. I didn't take a lot of the blade masters. Sorry, Blade. Got that flurry rush though. 500 KOs. Let's take you out. Is that the outpost? Alright, bet. Let's go. Take that. Yosh. Oh. The stronghold? You mean that was just their outpost? Alright. Watch out. Where is Impa? Okay. See what happens here. Oh boy. This is your leader? Cow, what's that from? I don't know, my brain. Alright. No one did say that. How am I supposed to do? Oh no! Okay. This is going to be annoying. I hate these things. Of course. Let's activate magma. This is an annoying fight. I already know. Come on with it. Come on with it. Actually, this isn't going to be that bad at all. That did not take a lot of damage. Whoa. Come on, break that shield. Missed it again. Yo, those defenses are gonna... Can I go help them? Does it even matter at this point? Why did I do that? Where are we? Why am I here? What? Okay. That's fine. I don't... You go help them anyway. Okay, this... Missed it again. I did not. We're gonna finish him off with a special. No, we're not. Oh man, just take him out. Just take him out. Can I get some treasure? Thank you. Thank you. Wow. So they really went in on this area. What's happening? It's like Nibelheim up in here. Bruh. Look at them abs. I'm not trying to fight him. Whoa, but it's really not my choice. Oh, I'm Link. Okay. Ooh. Why am I... Wait. What? What just happened? Did not realize I was flying either. I must have did a crazy wall jump, but I didn't realize it. Do it again. Do it again. Protect something. You got it. Been doing that for 34 years. I'm like a Protect Zelda pro. I hope we can play as Zelda in the new one, because playing as all the other characters in this, like Breath of the Wild 2 could very quite easily be just like a groundbreaking so Breath of the Wild, I feel like it was groundbreaking for video games. It changed the way people made video games and considered like how to do open world right. Not to say that there weren't good open world games before that, but like it just changed the game. You know what I mean? And I hope Breath of the Wild does for Breath of the Wild 2 does for Zelda what Breath of the Wild 1 did for video games. Like, but in its own way. I don't want it to be like other video games that are just these, you know, big narratives. I don't want it to be, you know, photorealistic graphics with, you know, this Western style of storytelling. That does not bode with me. Or Suga. What kind of name is Suga? Suga. Also, you know what I just realized? I've got pizza downstairs. 600 KOs. He's not dead yet, though. It's not gonna... Oh, I got him anyway. Nice. Because he's aggressive. Worked in my favor. Whoa! Where's my help at? Can I switch to anybody else? No, I can't. Ah. This camera, though, is terrible. Haven't the legends foretold you before to respect his gangsta? Not AccuPizza, I'll tell you that. But from Colonial Pizza, which is just as good. I've been getting extra cheese on pizza lately, and it is a game changer. I think at some point I do want to try AccuPizza again, but we'll see how that goes. Got him. I'm low on hearts. Did not notice. Doesn't matter. You don't want it with me, Suga? Let's go. Catch these hands. Catch this Triforce. Which I probably don't have at this point. Oh, snap. I was only kidding. Yo! What? Now what? You supposed right. So is your mom's future. It's very fickle.
Mina, 引くでござる。
リンク、その。
This guy. It's like what you call it in The Force Awakens. Everybody's got like the cute little companion now. I'm not mad at it. This guardian is quite adorable. I want a plushie of it. That was awkward. Got some weapons. Got some silent princess. Ooh, veggie risotto. I made risotto once. I mean, you're right, but like they can. I see what you mean, though. Because Navi was low-key super annoying, but at the same time, I guess she had her charm. I actually think Tattle and Tail in Majora's Mask are better fairies than Navi. Ooh, I want to go here. This looks fun, but I am not ready for that level-wise. Oh, let's do this one real quick. So you can also pilot the Guardians in this game too. Forgot to mention that. She is the OG. Like I'm not hating on Navi. Don't get me wrong, but I personally enjoyed my time with Tattle and Tail and Majora's Mask more than I did with Navi. But Navi was just groundbreaking. It's like, hey, here's this fairy that's always hanging out with you. As opposed to it being like in Resident Evil 4, where it was just like, you gotta escort the president's daughter through the whole game. Whereas you feel like you're being escorted and ushered into this world with this fairy. So that's cool. Okay, default, be still. Alright. Let's go. It's gonna get ugly. Lava bombs all day, every day. So I can also use my controller too with this. So this uses tilt control. So let me actually get comfortable. Reset my aim here. Because they are acting a fool over here. Fair. I don't know how I'd feel about having a companion in Breath of the Wild, but I got along just fine. I liked the solitude of that game. It felt like I was in this world ravaged in this apocalypse. But I get the sentiment though. So I mean, they don't necessarily do that in Skyward Sword, but you do have a lot of items that you can just kind of pilot separate from Link, which I thought was pretty cool. Oh man, hold on, I am getting wrecked. I already lost like half my life. I should be countering. Got him. Okay. I'm really gonna lose this. What's happening here? Why is everybody so tough here? Yo! What? Who was firing at me? What is happening? Dude! What? I'm going to do this over again. If I don't, I'm getting destroyed. Yep. Ah. Wow. This is the first time I lost with the Guardian. Once more with feeling. Can I just counter it? Sorry, can I? I'm terrible at countering here. Like, there we go. It's useless. No! All the condoms. Give me more. Oh man. This is actually low-key difficult. Mainly because I can't really even tell where these attacks are coming from. What is happening? This is chaos. Come on, come on, come on. Hey, get out of here, bro. Nobody likes you. Nobody likes you. Trample. Let's take y'all out. Alright. So far, a little bit better than what I did last time. I keep pushing. Really? I'm not even cracking 3,000. All right. I gotta be patient on this one. First of all, let's fix my aim. Can we fix my aim? I might have to back up a little bit. That's not it. That's not it. That's not it. Not what I want to do. Okay. I want to fight y'all at a distance. Like, I don't know if I should be defensive or if I should just like really go in. I lost any hearts yet. Oh, there it is. There it is. There it is. Get out of here. Alright, alright. A little bit better, I guess. I'm geared up to counter, and it's not countering. Am I supposed to just time it right? Is it a parry or is it a counter? It's two different things. Let's use a special attack now. I ain't got time for that. That did nothing. Good catch. Got him. Come on. I don't understand how to time this. Come on, man. I hate token controls. Alright, come on, we can do this. Just no more of those dang magma rocks, please. There. Where are some enemies so I can finish this? What? Why is this all empty? 15 seconds. I got this far. And you're giving me nothing. What? Alright, we're gonna try it one more time. Because that makes no sense. Actually, you know what? I'm not even gonna do that scenario anymore. Get out of here. Get out of here. I'll come back to that later. Actually, you know what? I think I might call it a stream. I'm feeling good. It's New Year's. It's 7:30. I did an hour and a half. That's about half an hour more than what I thought I was gonna do. Yeah. I'm good. I'm good. Let's switch over here to IRL screen.
Why are we traveling in this direction? On that line. City, but there is no city on the desert sand.
50 world records in Mario Maker 2. That is insane. I probably have like 6. That's so many world records. You are really dedicated to this mission. That is wild. That is a breath of the wild, as it were. So yeah, it's New Year's Eve. R.I.P. MF Doom. I spoke enough on that at the beginning of the stream. I am having a great time with this 7 days of streaming. I'm wondering when I'll figure out what my regular streaming schedule is going to be, what our regular streaming schedule is going to be. Hopefully I can get Mina and Anairis in one of these streams here and there, but we'll see. You know, they're busy people, so it's probably just going to be me and my mug for the most part in these streams. You probably will get a special outfit. I hope you do, because you deserve it. You deserve all the special outfits in Mario Maker, because you work hard to break hearts and make people feel feeble and disappointed, because, you know, they're out there trying to get their world records too, and you're just like, ha, mine. Thank you. Appreciate it. So yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up here, y'all. It's been real. It feels like this is the last day of the whole series, but it's not. But there's just something about today that feels like a Friday. It feels like the weekend is coming, which, I mean, I guess technically it is for some folks, but tomorrow's just another day for me. It's another Friday. It's another day to get some things done. Even though I've been resting, I've been relaxing. This has been my work this week, and I said that going into, you know, those final 2 weeks of December, that I wanted to do something for me. And if you had told me last Monday that I would be streaming 7 days straight this week, I would have believed you. I wasn't even really sure that I wanted to stream, really. Like, I thought maybe I'll do 1 or 2, but I wasn't really thinking seriously about it before Christmas. This was spontaneous. This was spur of the moment. I don't know when the seed got planted in my head to just stream every day. At first, it was going to be just 5 days, and I said, screw it, let's do 7. And so far, so good. Next year is going to be a lot of newness in the way that I'm doing things that I'm just kind of getting started off with, right? Side quest enthusiasts included. This is, I don't know what this is going to be and what it's going to look like in the future, but I just know we're getting started. And that's all that's important, is just getting started. It's so hard. It's so hard. I think people say that getting started is half the battle. I think it's more than that. Honestly, I guess maybe that phrasing is arbitrary, but it takes so much to get started. It takes so much to keep going, but I think it takes more to get started. Because I think the reason why you get started on something has a lot to do with whether or not you're actually going to keep doing it. Yes, and so that's kind of what my point was going to, was that I do tend to overwhelm myself, but I think a lot of that comes from the fact that I am so prone to feeling like I have to do a lot because I haven't had a lot. So now that things are a little bit more autonomous, I kind of have some freedom to just kind of pick and choose how much I want to throw myself into something. But I think what I like so far about streaming for side quest enthusiasts as well is that this can be an outlet, and this doesn't have to be the one thing. So the podcast itself is going to be dope. It's going to be lit. I can't wait to throw more energy into it. But pre-production is always the hardest part. And I think that's also part of the battle too, is that what I want to make sure that I give to myself and my team on this is that we got to have that structure. Everything's got to be sharp and clean and efficient, because that makes the work like this gets easy. It's gonna get to that point where it's just like, if I feel like popping in for a pop-up stream randomly, I could do that. Last week I could not do that. 2-3 days ago I could not do that. I have the system in place. So as I'm working on this, as I'm working on the podcast, as I'm working on all this other stuff, I can do so many different things here and there. In a cinch. It's already set. It's already ready for me. So that's dope. But no, I think 2021, I definitely want to make sure, or 2020 part 2 as I'm calling it, I want to make sure that I'm not doing too much. Because if I'm doing too much, I'm going to burn out and I'm not going to end up doing anything. And I think as much as I got done this year, I really don't feel like there's anything. That's not true. There are a lot of things with which I'm proud of. I think they aren't as measurable. They're more intangible things that prepared me to be able to do the tangible things I'm presenting to you here right now with this podcast, with this stream, with whatever else I come up with in this under this umbrella. This has been in the works for years. This has been me really thinking about, this is not an NF Doom instrumental, is it? Anyway, let me find out who produced that, but I doubt that he didn't produce that. Anyway, yeah. If I just keep doing that, then I'm good, because everything I've done before this is working up to this. This whole summer, I didn't do much. Tangibly, I didn't do much. But nothing that I can necessarily show you. And here we are. I'm showing it to you now. I'm bringing it out into the world. So yeah, that's that. That's cool. I'm feeling good. So yeah. Thank you so much, Jesse, Marcus, Holly, whoever else is in the stream or came through, whoever's watching this replay on YouTube. Thank you. Thank you so much. I am eternally grateful for this week. It's going to be one for the books. I'm going to look back on this and be like, remember that time? And then I'll be like, oh yeah, I do remember that time. I can actually go look at it because I have recorded evidence. And I'm looking forward to that. Like, as a filmmaker, something that I really vibe with is with archiving and media and producing a library. It's not so much that I'm doing it. I am doing it for other people, no doubt. But I think I love collecting content in the same way that people like collecting figurines, or like people like to collect records, or just the most random things, magazines, old playbills, all that stuff. People just collect these things. And for me, I just like collecting things like this. That's like what the intros before the stream starts. It's kind of that. It's just like, hey, look, here's this old thing that people may not remember, or they have a nostalgia for, or maybe they have some Mona no Awari about it, where it's like you didn't even experience it, but you still are nostalgic for it. I think it's dope. So I definitely want to bring that element to the table with this. So yeah, y'all. Thank you. I'm gonna wrap it up here, and I appreciate you. I might play some more Zelda off stream, maybe jump into some Fire Emblem, or just do nothing. I don't know. That's what I like about New Year's Eve too. It's always a chill holiday for me. Not that we can't go out this year, but even if we could, I probably wouldn't be. New Year's Eve going out, I think I've only done that maybe 2-3 times in my life. Don't even forget. Don't even remember them. Whatever. It's all good though. Shout out to the people who do things. I gotta stop being. I feel like I sound cynical, but I'm really not. It's just, hey, look, this is just my experience. I'm not knocking anybody else and how they do things. If anything, like as long as you're happy, that's all that matters. So we're gonna wrap it up on that. Thank you so much for coming out to the stream. I am Kyle V. Hiller, host, producer of SideQuest Enthusiast. You can follow SideQuest Enthusiast on Instagram and Twitter at SQEcast, just like you did twitch.tv/SQEcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, obviously that's a whole different thing, so you need to know where the Twitch stream is. So that's dope too. Give us a holler and listen to the podcast on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, and Spotify. Website's coming soon. Hold out for that. It's probably going to be up by the next week. Just got to fine tune a couple things here and there. Just need to find the time to carve out the time to sit down and do it. And shout outs to my co-host on the podcast, Mina Reinckens and Anairis Quiñones. You can follow them on social media, on Twitter, on Instagram. I'm actually not even really sure if Anairis is on Instagram or Twitter right now, but whatever the case may be, she may be on hiatus. But yo, holla at the homies. Let them know that you appreciate them too, because I wouldn't be doing this if it weren't for them. Even though, you know, you may see my face. Yeah, they're still a part of the whole thing. But appreciate you. Much love. Rest in peace, MF Doom. Shout outs to 2021. I hope it's a good one. But if not, it's okay because we're going to get through it anyway. I believe that. And say thank you in advance for what's already yours. And we're out.